Hey folks, my name is Stacy Borns and I am a humanitarian mentor, speaker, and I find people jobs all over the world regardless of where you are at. And I am here today to talk to you about my initiative on LinkedIn called Job Hungry. Job Hungry is something I started because I had people who I couldn't find jobs for. And some of these people, basically, you have to remember, I have a certain program that I have them go through that we sort of clean up their resume, clean up their profile. And it's on LinkedIn because LinkedIn is a professional profile, or rather a professional platform where recruiters, HR reps, and employers will put what jobs are available in their arena. And then there's also some specific job hunting features that LinkedIn has available. So recruiters and employers and HR reps can go and find out without contacting the person. So it's actually kind of a neat little platform for people who are trying to find jobs. So with that said, I currently have 125 people without jobs that I'm trying to help. And then I have another 50 people who are trying to get in at this point. And so, and I basically vet the people before they come in. So not everybody gets into my program. What it is, it's a matter of if I feel that you're going to be motivated, determined, have patience, communication, and most of all, you have to have faith in yourself. And I always like to say you also have to have faith in a higher power as well. So with that being said, Job Hungry is a program that if I can't find you a job, or if you can't find yourself a job, I will make one for you. And what we do is we look over your passion. We look what you want to do. Now, if we're talking to an engineer, if he wants to be an engineer, then we have to find him a job. But if I have somebody who has been a storekeeper or who has been in the retail business, folks like that, I can help because they can tell me their passion. And let me give you some examples of jobs that we've created over the last year. We have created a brick/cement paver business. We have created catering businesses, chicken farms. We've created a bakery. Basically, if you can give me the job, I can try to create it for you. And these people that have created the jobs, we've been very creative in finding money for them. Job Hungry has never had any sort of budget. We've always been creative of how we have found them a way to make the money. And so a lot of times, especially like with the catering business, with the paving business, it's always been, let me get you a contract. We'll have 50 to 75% up front so they can get their ingredients, so they can get their hot plates, so they can get whatever they need. The only thing that they really needed up front is, say, for instance, with the catering business, is their serving trays and their hot plates and things like that. Which are sort of reasonable, but they still had to come up with that money. And but when they do a couple of catering jobs, they can either have that as profit, or, as I always tell them, turn it right back into the business, because in the first year or two, you're not going to make money, or take a little bit of that for profit and then keep going, because you have to have money in the bank in order for your slow times, because you're always going to have that slow times. In addition to that, I always make them create a branding for themselves. I make them create a business plan and a marketing plan. And I always teach them about the ever-changing world and how sometimes you have to change your business, that you don't let your business just fail, that you have to sometimes change your business, and you have to sometimes say, you know what, this isn't going to work. So now we have to, say, hey, listen, you know what, the chicken farm isn't quite working. So now it's time to sell the chicks. So you know what, sometimes you have to be creative and you have to say, okay, what's going to help me now? So that's what we have to do, and that's what we do. So, and I have to give a shout out to Marcus Lemones, because he has a show called The Profit, and that's where I learned a lot of my business knowledge from. So, thank you, Marcus, for that. So, with any respect, with the COVID-19 crisis, I have a lot of people who are qualified to create chicken farms and catering businesses, which would currently end up being probably bakeries, or where they can make the food and, take it to a market and sell it to people, and then turn it into a catering business. And I also have a lady right now who we could have people sell essentials to people, and so it's something that is, I've got things already in the works. It's just a matter of money. And these people could make money, and they could also bring the essentials to people who need it. There is in India, I just heard today that somebody was denied getting food because they were Muslim. That to me is the absolute worst thing in the world, to know that I live in the United States, and I would never, ever in my life not help somebody because of their religion. And I thought to myself, why do people do this? I mean, it's against the law in the United States to do things like that. It's something that it made me cry, because I thought to myself, how can you be denied food? And so in any respect, I didn't know what to say to that. So, and this is his entire family. So, and they're on lockdown, so he can't go get food. And so but if we had people that could help him, such as these other farmers, where they could bring the food to him without being prejudiced, maybe we could help the world. And that's what I'm looking at doing, is to change the world. So since we know that Marcus is a stakeholder in Camping World, Gander Mountains, and Overton's, Marcus also has a show called The Profit, where he owns, Marcus, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it's approximately 50 to 100 small businesses. And I am going to challenge him to Ellen DeGeneres. And Ellen has a talk show along with the Game of Games. She also rescues dogs, and thanks to her lovely wife, Portia, she also has a conservation. And so, Ellen, I am going to have you and Marcus go back to back to see how much you guys will donate. And I am hoping that you guys will find how important this is to me and how important this is to the world. I think this is important to our economy. And Ellen, by the way, I do have to do a little skit for you because Ellen Tube, which if you guys don't know, do a search on Google for Ellen Tube and you'll find it. But Ellen, here you go. Here's my little skit. I gotta take a really deep breath for this one. Okay, so here we go, Ellen. Ellen, like, is she here? Like, where's she at? Like, I want to see Ellen. Like, I need to see her. Like, did you know she gives away so much stuff on her show? Like, Ellen, like, her name even says generous. Like, DeGeneres. Like, Ellen DeGeneres. Generous. She is like so much. I love her so much. Okay, Ellen, so that's my skit. If you go to Ellen Tube, it is under something to the effect of what people say while they're under anesthesia for surgery. Something like that. So Ellen, I kind of embarrassed, but I had to do it because you know what? I think those are the funniest clips. I mean, seriously, like really honestly, let's be honest with us. Some of this stuff on Ellen Tube, you know, I gotta go, Ellen, yeah, okay. But those are hysterical. And that fits right in with what I'm saying, Ellen. Let's be generous. DeGeneres, Ellen. Okay, so that was backwards. But you know what? All I gotta say is one other thing. Hi, Twitch. How are you? Okay, so now that I've, oh, by the way, Marcus, hi, Bobby, and the Lemon Heads. Okay, so now that I said hi to everybody, if you have been affected with COVID-19, or if you know somebody who has been or is on the front line, and if you'd like us to pray for them, please put that on my GoFundMe page as well, and we will certainly do that. If you need anything, I will do my very best to help you. If you need a job, please find me on LinkedIn at Stacey Borns is my handle, and I will do the very best that I can. Please keep in mind that you do need to have motivation, determination, communication, patience, and faith. God bless you all, and I wish you the best of luck, and please be safe.